Welcome back.
Welcome back, Mr. Tim.
Welcome back, Connor. That was a good school setting.
Welcome back.
We're not going to run school like that, are we?
What's on your mind?
Well, a whole lot of everything, as usual.
Lay it on me.
Well, kids are running around, having a good time, getting ready for Easter. How about you?
Yeah, it's another holiday, not quite the same as the others, but making the best we can with it.
That's true.
Yeah.
You guys do Easter basket tradition for the kids?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. Easter basket. Actually, my sister is. She's got a toddler. She's doing an outdoor Easter egg hunt for the kids next Sunday. So
That's pretty great.
yeah, it'll be good.
A funny thing about Easter eggs is they can actually be used all year round,
Oh.
and they bring just as much of a smile.
Ironically, can't remember now which holiday it was, but we used an Easter egg hunt theme. I think it was Halloween. I think we hid stuff around the house for Halloween. And
It's exactly what we did out here on the farm.
Was it really?
Is we weren't quite ready to hit door to door.
Yeah.
I work in senior living, so that risk there for me was just a personal choice. So I said, well, hey, I got an idea. Let's stick some candy in these little colored eggs and let's hide them all over, just like we do on Easter. And I'll tell you what, the kids, as they were running around finding eggs on Halloween, dressed as princesses, superheroes, running around, this is the best Halloween ever! I thought, wow, I guess it was a win then. So
It seems to be a theme that keeps coming up, is doing things differently and having it turn out okay.
One thing that I've learned in my business world setting is something called a sacred cow.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime we're going to work on, maybe improving things, I always talk to the team and say, are there any sacred cows? And they say, well, what do you mean by sacred cow? Meaning, there can't be a sacred cow. This is how we've always done things.
There's another book that goes along with that concept. If you haven't read it, it's The 5 Dysfunctions of a Team.
Absolutely.
And the fact that conflict in conversation is actually a healthy team. It's good to get a team to a point where you can have discussion and disagreement in how to handle things, because it helps to sharpen us, right?
Well, 100% agree, which is why I continue to look forward to the day that you and I serve the board and we disagree.
Hey, it's happened about 10 times this morning.
That's the funny thing I get from folks. I get some feedback. Well, you and John, you're just the same. No,
Farthest from the truth.
Far from it. Far from it. So the joke I've started to run with is the day that a topic comes across the table at school board that you and I are very much on opposite sides of, we're going to sell popcorn and fundraise for the PTA. What do you think?
Or balance the budget one way.
That's right. But that,
get ready for it, Trevor.
your point is well made. We don't need to be in agreement on everything. I think we both come to this with doing right by our community, doing right by the future of the community, giving kids the opportunities that they need to be the best version of themselves. First and foremost, giving them the greatest education that we can.
Yep, absolutely.
And I don't think there's a resident in town or in the district as a whole that would argue against giving kids the best education that we can. I've not found one.
And doing, again, not to sound like a broken record, Tim, but doing things differently does not mean removing that possibility.
Absolutely.
We have to get past that thought and think that, this old adage that the definition of insanity is doing the same things over and over again and expecting something different. We're going to have to do something different, unless we just want to be satisfied with good. And we are good.
We're good.
But we could be great.
100% agree.
Another good book, Good to Great.
Absolutely.
You read that one?
I have.
People in the right seat of the bus?
Yes.
Are you looking forward to being in the right seat?
Always looking forward.
Hey, see what the community says, right?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
I've heard it said that we have these things that we say, and oftentimes I hear back, how? How are you going to do that, Tim? You say this, how are you going to do that? They're looking for a specific response. And you've done a job or two of sharing some specifics. I can tell you that my position on it is kind of high level. I'm right there with you. I look at things like the history, the sacred cows. I look at those and say, that's something that we need to look at.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that we could look at, is how I like to phrase things. As far as a cure, no, I don't have one. But I don't think any candidate, whether they're an incumbent or a challenger, can have all of the answers. If that were true, there would not be 7 board members.
That's right.
There would not be a separate level of governance between the board, the administration, the teaching staff, and the community.
They're better together.
They're 100% better together. So when I'm directly challenged in person, on Facebook, in emails, with how, looking for these specifics, that would make the assumption that I'm going to come in with my own agenda. And the only agenda item I come with is from the position of wanting to help. I see the potential that we have, and that potential doesn't come from me. That potential comes from all that are involved. What I see is a division, and that saddens me, because we can get past that division. Just like you and I, we come from very different backgrounds.
Yep.
We are very different in our political ideologies.
Yeah.
We're very different in how we operate our own personal homes, our own personal finances. In general, we're very different people, and yet we find things to come together on because potential is there for greater when we work together.
Tim, I know you personally. I've gotten to know you over the last 4 or 5 years. You're a pretty good dude. You're a good family man. You're open ears, whether it's business ideas, whether it's family thoughts, but yet you're still humble in a lot of ways. Something that I've benefited from spending time with you. So, city boy moved to Peatone, right?
Yeah.
Mr. Tinley Park moved to Peatone, bought
Yep.
himself a tractor,
Yep.
and I grew up out here in the country, and loved the life, and Stoub Family Farms. So, how does this happen? And then and you're not doing it for the money. I know that. There is. You shared with me that this is not a money making venture. You're pouring money into it.
This is never for the money. Honestly, this is the best bad idea I had.
Yeah.
Moving out here was really about getting some space and being outside, working outside, being outside, and spending time with my family. My kids are getting older, and it really is a bit of a hobby for me. I enjoy playing, learning new hobbies, but it's also an opportunity for me to spend time with my kids. One of my sons really enjoys the aspect of planting. Loves to watch the corn grow. I mean, the old adage, sit around and watch grass grow. Literally, that's what he enjoys doing on this part of the adventure.
Is this Willem?
No, this is my Alex. He self-described, he's the corn master. Love him. Loves to watch the stages, loves to learn the science behind the stages of growth. But when it comes time to pick the corn and eat the corn, he really could care less. My little girls love to spend time out there with mom, picking the corn, just chitter chatter in the ears, walking up and down. We've lost a 3 and 4 year old in our couple of acres a few times. It's been fun. And then the oldest two, I really enjoy spending the weekends with them. Sitting there with them, selling the corn, teaching them these life lessons of interaction with others, interaction with customers, kindness. how to be kind, how customers are always right, and that we're here to make a difference more than just selling them our sweet corn. So Stoub Family Farms, while certainly fun, and we definitely enjoy our produce and we take pride in the product we make, it really is more about our family and our family time together and just being with one another. So
What you're speaking to there really, I know I sound like a broken record, but I've mentioned Charlie Sear a few times, the high school ag teacher. One of the things that the FFA puts you through is called an SAE, Supervised Agricultural Experience. And through that interaction, really, again, just taught me so much, and it's definitely good for your kids. Yeah.